Hey guys, my name's Joe.
I am also Joe.
Welcome back to SNES's Life for another recap show. This is our 9th recap, 45 games in.
It's a lot of games.
It is a lot of gaming. But at 45 games, drop in the bucket of the Super Nintendo game library. That's a fact.
Out of the, 700 plus?
714, I think, released in North America. Now, there's a huge chunk of those that are getting taken out. Super Scope, we're still waiting on our buddy to try and find his and see if it's working. Other ones, like Miracle Piano, obviously we're not going to play. We're not going to buy a $500 keyboard just to play a video game.
Is it really $500 now?
eBay. Because they only made like 1,000 of those stupid things. Because who the hell is going to pay $500 for a keyboard? This is the 90s, dude. People only paid like $100 for a Super Nintendo. Like, no one's paying $500 for a keyboard. Anyway, so the first game up tonight we're going to review, Super Adventure Island. Now, usually we just have like a little clip of the gameplay, but I really enjoyed the intro to this game because look at this guy's body. Like, they had some really good pixel shading in here. The artwork development was really good. I enjoyed it. So, Super Adventure Island was an action platformer, just as any action platformer. Opinions?
I actually really enjoyed.
I love that. That's the reason I did the whole intro, is because you just fall towards the screen. It's very ActRaiser.
I enjoyed Super Adventure Island, actually.
Yeah, no. I thought it was a really good game.
The only bad part was that one boss that you could only kill with the tomahawk.
Which was some horse.
That was rough.
I didn't get this. Why does he have a skateboard? But I think you had the skateboard in the original games for the regular Nintendo, too. So, yeah, I mean, this was a one-hit, one-kill game, unfortunately. And it did have a timer bar up there at the top, you can see, but as you collected fruit, which was pretty abundant, like you were never short on time, really. So, yeah, the gameplay was well-paced. The levels were decently designed. It gave you the weapons you needed. I wish the only downfall being that there was one boss you had to have the tomahawk for, and it really didn't give you a warning of that. We had to figure that one out later.
Yeah, we used the walkthrough.
The sound was really good. The soundtrack OST was solid. The gameplay was good. It played well. I think it aged pretty well. Both of us, I think, gave this one a thumbs up, yes?
Yep, I believe so.
So, that is Super Adventure Island. Next up, you're going to have to talk most about this one because I was not here Extra Innings! Released March 20th, 1992. So give us a walk down of this game.
Extra Innings is, what is this, our 5th baseball game? For some reason, they really like baseball. Anyway, there's not really much to say. I really enjoyed Extra Innings. I think it's the best baseball game I have played. There's a lot of control over the ball and the inning, especially, which is where a lot of the other games lacked.
Yeah.
They didn't have good fielding in the infield or the outfield.
I mean, I just saw your dude jump twice.
You can't press any buttons before you are holding the ball, otherwise your dude will jump and you will not catch the ball.
I like the characters here. They're like little chibi dudes, like fatties, like with the big heads.
I believe, if I'm not wrong, this game had music.
Oh, it had an OST like throughout the game?
I'm pretty sure that this game had music, which is a huge deal.
Yeah, no doubt.
For any sports game, because all of the other sports games we've played don't have music, and it really suffers
hurts
not
them
having
for it,
music.
For sure.
I gave this a thumbs up, and I played it with Josh, and Josh also gave it a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it looks pretty solid. I like the animations. I mean, it looks kind of like other baseballs, but I like the character sprites, especially when you get into the view of the batter. How are the controls, like, in general? Just good?
Yeah, I would actually say the controls were pretty good. It took Josh a while to get a hold of the, timing, and I kind of destroyed him the first round.
Yeah.
11-0.
Oh, I see here 6-8. That's not too bad.
Yep.
So, that is Extra Innings. Both of you gave that a big thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so next up was our buddy Dave we had over for Super Smash TV, based apparently on a book written by Stephen King called The Running Man, and Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
It was based off of the movie, which was based off of the book, I believe.
So this is basically, I mean, it's Basically bullet hell. It just throws bucket loads of stuff at you, and the job is to survive.
It is a game show, so that's...
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fair.
It has an interesting story behind it. What in the world? It's only half of the...
I don't know. That's weird. And now it's gone. Strange.
Anyway, yeah, I gave it a thumbs up.
So the graphics are not amazing by any stretch, but it's a top-down view.
You're not going to get much out of the
Yeah,
graphics, I
so
don't think.
you can't put a lot of detail into the sprite work here. The weapons were interesting. The music was okay, which I think had they spent more time on music, I think if the music was better, this game would have been better to me. The difficulty, it's hard. It's supposed to be hard.
It is.
Yeah, we never got past the second boss.
Nope. We made it past the first one. That was with Dave and me. We made it past on easy, and it forced us to play it on normal.
Yep. And then you got to the second boss, and you got killed at its first stage because it's a 2-stage boss.
And it is a ridiculous boss.
Yeah, and then we got there when you and I played, and we beat the first stage of him, but couldn't get past the second stage.
We almost did.
So, yeah, it is a pretty tough game. You did give it a thumbs up. I actually thumbs down this one. I don't... It's just a gauntlet of a game. It's just like, all right, we're going to throw as much crap as we possibly can at you. Good luck. Have a nice time.
Well, I think that's the point of the game.
It is. Also, and I think, especially because this was a port from an arcade game, like it was there to suck quarters. And I'm sure as an arcade game in 1988,
I am positive that it did.
Yeah, I bet this game sucked quarters like crazy. So, was it a bad game? No. I thought it was an okay game, but I thumbs down it because I really don't have any desire to go play it again. Yeah, I mean, everything was mostly mediocre about it, so which sucks because the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, as bad as it was, I enjoyed. Guilty pleasures, I
I'll
guess.
give it that. It was entertaining to an extent. It was not good, though.
No, I didn't say it was good. I just said I enjoyed it. So next up,
Wrong game.
wrong game. This is the second in the True Golf series, Pebble Beach Golf Links. So it is improved graphics over the original, which was Wailele, Hawaii. So the tree sprites are better. The background clouds are there. The first game had birds and noise, but no music. This game had a music soundtrack, which greatly, as we've already said when we talked about extra innings, music over the sports game immediately improves the game.
And it's not like without music it's bad. It's just
boring. Well, it's boring no matter what. It's relaxing to play golf. I do enjoy playing the golf games. We both have said that numerous times. This one is slow, just like Waile, because it's got this like windowed view, and it's pretty laggy when you like try and change
I've
views.
said this in our review of the game when we played it, that video. I said it would definitely benefit from being a computer game.
Yes, I think it probably... I'd be surprised, actually, if it wasn't designed as a computer game. Because there's definitely, like, Windows modes here. Like, right up there, it's kind of like on the X and everything. So, was it a bad game? No, it's golf. The picture overall was better than the previous Waile, which we did give 2 thumbs up. Because we've enjoyed golf. The music was a huge improvement. But, and there is a but, I gave the game a thumbs down.
I also gave it a thumbs down.
Which is weird, right? Because we gave the other one a thumbs up. But
and we both said that if we could go back and change our review of the original YLA, we would give that a thumbs down and this a thumbs up. But
so that's kind of an interesting point. Because Joey especially is going to a lot of these games completely blind. Now, I've played many of them, but I don't really remember them. They were 25 years ago at this point. So you have to go with what you're seeing as you progress in the evolution of the Nintendo. So when we got to this one, we're like, well, this game is better than the first one. The first one we gave
And
two
so,
thumbs up because it was like the
logically
second
speaking,
golf.
you would give this 2 thumbs up, but it's not better than PGA.
And that's the thing. Like, between the first one and then this one was PGA Tour Golf, which I don't necessarily know that the backgrounds were prettier. Like, I think the backgrounds might be prettier in this one.
In this one, yeah.
But the gameplay was smoother, faster, and cleaner in PGA Tour. Plus, PGA Tour, I think, had like 6 or 7 different golf courses loaded in it. This is just Pebble Beach.
Right.
And YLA was just YLA. So, in comparison, you have to look at the golf games we played. We played House Hole in One, True Golf YLA, True Golf
boy.
Pebble Beach, and PGA Tour Golf.
It's actually a lot of golf games.
Yeah, and out of those 4 golf games, PGA Tour Golf is a clear winner.
The only thing, it would make PGA like the perfect golf game if it took
Dog!
the music.
What up, dog? Okay, that's the one. There are 2 things that would make PGA even better: music and character face selection. Because dog was pretty great. So we did 2 thumbs down on Pebble Beach, though. And then finally we have the Addams Family. Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum. Come on. Catchiest theme ever, right? Like, everybody knows the Addams
I
Family
don't know if
theme.
it is the catchiest.
Well, maybe not the catchiest, but it's pretty goddamn catchy. And everybody knows it. Addams Family is a 2D platformer.
It's so overly difficult.
It is. Most platformers are hard. Platforming, part of the challenge is the difficulty of the game.
Right.
Right, we get that.
And we aren't great at platformers.
No. We are not great at platformers. 100% accepting of that statement. But this game is difficult to a fault. Like, you start the game with 2 health. Your dude, every time he runs, and you can see it here, he slides a little.
And he's really fast.
He is really fast. And you can get shoes that make him faster. Your weapons are mediocre, I think, at best.
You don't keep them for very long.
Yeah, you don't. They basically give you an extra heart, is what they do, so you can get hit a little more. So the graphics are okay. I mean, you look at these and you don't think they're amazing, but it's a specific art style, I think, and I can respect that. I think they look okay. The music was pretty good.
I think the music was actually pretty good. It repeated some of the music throughout the levels,
Very much so. It did get repetitive.
but
And I think that's mostly, honestly, because we died so damn much.
probably.
And we had to just keep listening to it over and over.
But I think the music was pretty good.
Now,
In sound in general, my favorite
Oh.
and least favorite part of the game, whenever you get hit, and I guess it's not every time, whenever you get hit by an enemy,
pretty often.
the game makes this clown nose
Like,
honk at you.
yeah, it does.
And when you're not playing the game, it's hilarious. It's amazing to watch the other person get upset and you
Yep.
hear the honk and you start laughing. But when you're playing the game and it honks at you every time, it gets very aggravating. It's like, I get it.
I died. Thanks again.
Stop honking at me.
Now, I will say what's great about that is I guarantee you from here out in the future, like, we're going to be playing games and one of us is going to die. The other one is just randomly like, honk! And we're both going to die laughing because it's so stupid. But it gave us something that I guarantee will stick with us into the future games. So there is that.
If anything, it's memorable.
Right. So I gave this a thumbs down.
I also gave it a thumbs down. And you weren't there for our review of it on Saturday.
Yeah, you had Josh play.
here. And Josh gave it a thumbs up, which, I mean, he only played it for one night, and he hasn't really played any other platformers.
So he's got less of a comparison basis.
Right, his experience is very limited with platformers, because Josh doesn't play platformers ever. He's not good at them. But, I mean, it's just... If you want to play a platformer, there are so many platformers that control better. In my opinion, they look better. Like, it's not like this looks bad, and I'm sure it was completely, like, their choice. Like, they could have made it look better,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Like I said, art style. There's the thing where your guy disappeared. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't... Here was my fault on it, okay? and we talked about this earlier, and Joey agreed with the same thing, which is hilarious because we weren't with each other when we reviewed it, and we didn't talk about it beforehand. If you're going to play a platform, you're going to play it for difficulty. Like, that's kind of the point of a platformer. And this game is ludicrously difficult, but it's not presented as well or as entertainingly, I think, as something else like Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I think Super Ghouls and Ghosts is infuriatingly difficult, but I liked the presentation better. I liked the art better. I liked the sound and the music better.
I think, personally, I actually like the cartooniness of this more than I liked the
Super Ghouls and Ghosts.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but of all the platformers I have played so far, I think Castlevania takes the cake, and that's the thing. It's...
Again, comparing it to games we now have in our log.
Right. It doesn't match up.
Agreed.
It's not good enough to hit the quota, but it's not like it's a bad game.
Yeah. So Addams Family did earn 2 thumbs down. So
I guess 2 thumbs down and 1 thumbs up.
Oh yeah, Josh came in, so 1 thumbs up. So that's it for our 9th review. We are beginning our 10th week of games, which is pretty exciting. We are starting with Zardion. Not that, recaps. I guess we really shouldn't talk about things because what the hell, people aren't going to watch it and they're going to be like, what? Anyway, that's it, guys. So thanks for being with us for 9 weeks now. A lot of games and a hell of a lot of games to go. So that is it for our recap show of Super Adventure Island, Extra Innings, Super Smash TV, Pebble Beach Golf, and the Addams Family. Don't forget to check the website out, www.snesislife. Find us on Twitter, CGN, Discord, Facebook. You can look us up, SNES Life. We're all over the damn place. So thanks a lot for tuning in, and have a good night.
See you guys.